This little Bluetooth app-based scan tool surprised me more than I expected, because I almost swore I would never go and review these again because the yearly fees really add up. I have quite a collection here, and some of the yearly fees are going to be over $100. This comes with lifetime updates, priced at under 40 bucks currently. And what makes this one different is the fact that it's super easy to set up, can be used on Apple and Android, and is feature rich. We're going to find out if this can replace a full-fledged scan tool and who this is really meant for. Hey everybody, welcome to RandomFix. So this is the UJS Rocco Bluetooth scanner. And this particular scanner is going to be used with our phones, whether it's an iPhone or Android. And towards the end of the video, I'll give you guys my honest feedback. So let's take a look at this Rocco Bluetooth scanner. Very small and compact. I'm going to be setting this up for the very first time. We get this nice little booklet. It's a Safer Journeys book that has a bunch of cool information about changing tires, jumping a vehicle, the owner's manual. And what I like about it is the fact that there's a QR code right on the box. Let's see how easy it is to set up. Very compact. My app is installed. Let's see what it takes to get this working in the vehicle. My OBD2 port is going to be right here. I'm going to slide this into place. And most of the time it's inside the driver's side wheel well area. Now the power button's illuminated. Okay, so I've turned on my ignition. And let's try to connect. And that is it. No account to set up. So let's talk about some of the things we can actually use this for. And in this case, we have it connected. And now let's talk about the interface. We have the home, the Diagnose, the AI ask feature. The AI in this case is going to be called Roco. And we have the account itself. In here I can go through and set up my vehicle, data history, and vehicle light description. So it gives me a little summary of all the different lights that may appear on my vehicle. Units and languages can be changed here. I could also change the search engine from Google, Baidu. And let's go back to this particular home screen. And this is where I can go through and monitor the speed of the vehicle as I'm driving. It gives me the voltage as well as the average speed. I'm able to view all the live data streams here. And the nice thing is I can do it in a numerical format like this, or I can go through and hit curve. And it will give me a simulated graph. And this is in real time. So as I turn the vehicle on, so really responsive. I'll scroll down and within a second everything pops up. Now let's go back to the diagnosis button. So I have a check engine light that I triggered on purpose. I'm going to go and tap so I can scan that. It'll go through and basically scan a total of 4 systems. It'll be the powertrain system, the body system, the undercarriage, and the signaling system, and other systems as well. And there's a DTC fault library, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But we can take a look at this list. So I have a total of 6 DTCs. And once I scroll down Toyota, here's all the codes that are listed. So now I can go through and do an AI report. And it's communicating now to figure out possible remedies. And here's the AI recommendation, which is pretty on point. It lets me know that the vehicle is experiencing a significant air intake issue. I can go back. I can also clear this at the same time. So the check engine light is on right there. Let's see if this works. Check engine light has now disappeared. And it's looking good. Let's do another rescan. And I still have 2 trouble codes that are present, and these might be permanent codes, and the only way to get rid of permanent codes is by actually driving the vehicle. So let's check that out. We'll scroll down to Toyota. Yeah, and these are permanent codes. It's got this really cool dashboard as well, so I can go through and monitor the vehicle as I'm driving. I can do a 0 to 60 test, a 60 to 0 braking test, and some other features that it has on the diagnosis screen. It's freeze frame data. So before I clear the check engine light, if I wanted to see what conditions were actually present at the time the check engine light got triggered. All those would be displayed here, such as the vehicle speed, the coolant temperature, and about 32 different data fields. It's also got this MIL function, which is the malfunction lamp indicator. So if the check engine light was basically removed from the dashboard, I can still verify that the check engine light is supposed to be off, and that is displayed right there. It also lets me know how many miles have been driven since somebody last cleared the check engine light. Overall, this is a really nice, portable, easy to use OBD2 Bluetooth scanner that could be used in any vehicle 1996 and newer. And the best part is there's no need to set up a complicated account with email addresses, passwords. This avoids all that. Let's take a look at the dashboard function here as we drive the vehicle. It's actually really nice because it's got the miles per hour, the RPM. This is a hybrid vehicle. And one thing that's really important is a lot of the newer vehicles don't have actual temperature gauge. This gives me that. And let's see how accurate it is in comparison to the actual speedometer. So this shows we're going 9 miles an hour. The car is showing that we're going about 10 miles an hour. 1 to 2 mile difference. Definitely a nice feel to it. Doesn't this look nice?
Yeah.
Let's see how easy it is to get this set up on Android instead. There's a QR code right on the box. All I needed to do is disconnect from my iPhone. Now it's running on the Android. Let me check out the user experience and I'll provide some feedback shortly. And after navigating this on Apple and Android, I can tell you guys the experience is going to be identical. And once one device is disconnected, the other device can connect. So now the iPhone is just logging in. And honestly, this is one of the best experiences. So I drove the vehicle for a little while. Now we can see that all the monitors here are ready. Everything has a green check mark. Everything that doesn't apply is gray. And there's nothing red. Now let's compare it to the Rocco unit. So here's those same inspection monitors. And we want to pay attention to the left side. We only want to pay attention to since last cleared and not this drive cycle. So again, everything is going to be green. There's going to be those grayed out monitors. And this is working out perfect. And one of the other reasons that I like this particular unit is going to be this mode 6 data. And it basically can go through and pinpoint any failing components before they've triggered the check engine light. And it has become useful many times. And it is going to be right here on the main screen. So I've triggered a check engine light. And if we pay attention to the Diagnose screen, freeze frame data, this is going to be all the information that was relevant when the check engine light got triggered. The AI on this unit is good. I'm sure it's going to give us some possibilities. But if you guys want a sure-proof way of troubleshooting using the freeze frame data, I'll leave you guys a link down below. And all you need to do is take a couple of screenshots of this and load that into AI. And it will give you 1 to 2 possible reasons with 80% accuracy on what your issue is. And this unit is going to help with that. And one thing to keep in mind is this unit is not going to be bi-directional. So it only allows me to go read the data from the vehicle, and I cannot send a command to the vehicle to activate a certain device, and it does not have full system access. This is not going to go replace a big fancy scan tool because it doesn't allow you to access all the different systems. However, it is really good for what it's supposed to be intended for, which is that check engine light. You can quickly figure out what the issue is. Overall, I'm still going to go and recommend this. It's under 40 bucks. Put it in your glove box and you're ready to go. And this is really useful on a lot of the newer vehicles because if they trigger a check engine light, they sometimes go into limp mode, which means you can't go over 20 to 40 miles an hour and you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. So I always have a little scanner, any vehicle that I drive, just because if that happens to me, I could plug it in, figure out what's happening, clear it, get myself home, then I can figure out what I need to do then. I'll leave you guys a link to this down below. If there's any questions in this video I did not answer, please let me know what they are. And as always, make it a great day.